for those of you who aren't familiar with this week's blog of the week, Nikki and Nicholas, it is one of the cutest lifestyle blogs out there. Joining me in studio is Nikki of Nikki and Nicholas. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Thanks for having me.
We're really excited because, well, the reason I love your blog is because I love cute babies and dogs, and you have two of the cutest.
There's lots of that.
Yeah. Well, the internet is overrun by pets and babies and DIY, and you just do it so well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So why did you decide to start the blog?
I was working in quite a corporate job at the time, so I needed some form of creative outlet, and for me that was the blog. So it's a nice platform for me to express in writing and a nice way to showcase my photography and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's my creative outlet on the side.
Okay, so I'm sure you have a lot of stories about your little baby Jordan and your... It's an English bulldog.
Yes, English bulldog.
Yeah. I love his little... He has an underbite, or is it an overbite?
A massive underbite.
Oh my god, it's the cutest. He's like, oh.
I know.
So I'm sure a lot of hilarious, noteworthy things happen on a day-to-day basis. How do you choose what's going to go onto the blog?
Gosh, yeah, there is a lot of things that happen on a daily basis, as you said. But I would say I try to choose things that would help other parents, stories that people can relate to, and if they can take something out of a blog post, something helpful, you know, tips on having a baby and a bulldog, or just a baby or just a bulldog, then that would be, yeah, that's my aim.
Now I know you wrote about people who don't like to have their kids around dogs.
Yes.
Having a baby and a bulldog at the same time, what's the interaction like?
Well, we introduced them the day we brought Jordan home from the hospital, because so many people told us we went to dog experts and they said just whatever you do, just don't separate the two. You know, keep them in the same
What happens if you separate the two?
I think the dog ends up becoming a bit resentful towards the baby, because suddenly he's not going for his walks anymore, he's not allowed to be in the communal areas in the home, and I think that's the worst thing you can do. So we kind of introduced the two, and Banjo was very, very excited. Nick had to hold him back. He's sniffing, not in a very friendly way.
Yeah.
And now they sort of just coexist on the floor together. It's amazing.
Coexist on the floor.
Yeah, just both on the floor, because obviously Jordan's just crawling and Banjo's on the same level. So it's nice, it's nice that we are able to leave them together on the floor, and they play, and Jordan climbs on Banjo, and Banjo, they share a rice cake every now and then. But yeah, it's great.
Okay, you also feature DIY projects.
Yes.
Which I love. What's your favorite DIY project that you've featured?
Wow, I think the favorite would be,
here?
I have a few. I think our chalkboard wall that we painted in our kitchen would be one of my favorites.
I made a chalkboard fridge in my kitchen,
which
is super
that's
cool.
such a good idea.
Awesome. Chalkboard wall. And
that's one of my favorites. And then our garden. We did a DIY where we took old wooden pallets and we mounted them on the walls in our garden. Our garden's not that big, but it's big enough for a bulldog. We took old tins, like baked bean tins and that sort of thing, and we dipped them in paint, and then we planted succulents in them. So, and then we kind of hooked them onto the pallet. So that's probably one of my favorite as well.
Cool. Yeah. One of my favorites is this hands and feet. And as you can see, I'm like very obsessed with your baby and dog. It's weird, I know. And it's very easy to make. It's not loading now, but where did you get the idea for this?
It's the Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Yes.
The flour, salt, and water. Who knew you could make Play-Doh?
I actually belong to a wonderful antenatal group. We all went for classes together when we were still pregnant, and we still keep in contact now, 9 months down the line, which is fantastic. And one of the girls posted a similar idea on our WhatsApp group, and I thought, this is such a nice idea for a Christmas tree decoration. So that's where the idea came from, and we did Banjo's paw and Jordan's hand.
All right, so which one of your posts has received the most comments to date?
Probably, well, this is actually the most views, if that's all right.
Okay, that's okay.
Was when we did a little tour inside our home. People are very interested in how other people live and our style of houses.
I didn't see that post.
It's quite an old one. It's quite an old one, but it's...
And you allowed strangers into your home?
Oh no, it's just photographs.
Oh, photos.
Photos, yeah.
People in your house. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then another one would be when we introduced Jordan for the first time on the blog. There were a lot of comments, so much love from everyone. was, yeah.
Does
awesome.
that feel cool or weird?
A bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I think it's a lot of other moms that read the blog, but also actually a lot of aspiring moms.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I love feeling the love from people I've never met before, and just how people can have so much passion and compassion towards people they've never met. It's fantastic.
I loved your post about the daily dish. Do you still use the daily dish?
We actually do. Yes, we do.
I want more information on that.
Okay.
How does it work? They deliver the food and the recipes, and then you just make those recipes?
Yes. So how it works is you go onto their website and you sign up. There's 3 different options. Yeah. There's the regular, low carb, and vegetarian. Yeah. So I kind of look at the menu the week before and decide, what looks nice. One. Yes. So usually anything with bacon to keep my husband happy.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Yeah, I know.
I saw you make bacon wrapped
halloumi cheese.
I did that the other
Delicious.
day. I think I got the inspiration from your blog subliminally.
Yeah, that's one of the daily dish meals. They basically deliver all the ingredients, pre-measured, everything in bags to your door. Very easy. Nothing more than 20 minutes, half an hour.
And it looks so good.
It's delicious.
Like, oh my gosh, look at these.
I know.
And are you like a good chef?
I'm actually not,
okay.
But I really enjoy food photography. So for me, that's
good.
Yeah, that's as far as it goes. But it makes me feel like I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
And it keeps Nick happy, and I feel like a domestic goddess. So fantastic.
So everybody wins.
Yes, everybody wins.
Okay, so Nick and Nikki, you're Nikki. Does Nick ever contribute to the blog?
He has once.
Just once?
Once ever.
What was that one thing?
He wrote a little letter to Jordan before he was born. Yeah, it's very special.
And just that one time and never again.
That's it.
But there's some photos of him up there.
Yeah, there's lots of photos of him. He's the DIY handyman whenever we get down and dirty in the house. And so he's in a lot of the pics.
Are you ever tempted to write about his Derek Watson the Sunday Blues antics?
I hear enough about that.
No? You have to draw a line somewhere.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's the line.
Yeah.
You may write letters to our children and dogs.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. All right, what has been your most memorable post to date?
Probably would be when I first started writing little letters to my son Jordan. I started before he was born, so it was kind of a way for me to reflect on what was happening, to sort of bond. It was like a bonding process for me, and a way to just get in touch with the reality of becoming a mom and the pregnancy. And so that was, I still love them. I still do them once a month when we celebrate his 8-month, 9-month birthdays.
That's going to be really special for him to read when he can read and
one day
go back
it will be great.
See his life documented for him.
Yeah.
Well, you can check out our featured blog of the week at nikkiandnicholas.com and check back with us next week to see what special South African blogger we feature on our blog of the week segment.